Yeah, gonna have a nice peaceful sail, probably motor sail, but peaceful sail down to Spanish Wells, or over to Spanish Wells.
I'm Ashley, and this is my husband Colin, and our newest crew member, Felix. For the past 2 years, we've been refitting our 91 Veneto so we can take our family sailing. Join us as we finally set off on our first adventure to the Bahamas.
Whew. Good morning. We are leaving Rose Island, quick little overnight to get out of Nassau. Very rolly overnight, but of course now it's daylight and there's not a wave to be found. Go figure. We're making our way towards Spanish Wells. We have about a 6-hour motor sail. It looks like it's only going to be about 10 knots or so, but get some warm water, charge up the batteries a little bit because it is an overcast day today. But yeah, we're moving at a snail's pace now. There's a little blow coming through in a couple days, so we were going to island hop down there, but we're just going to make our way down there and enjoy it and just set up anchor. There are a couple islands in the area that we want to check out before making it to Spanish Wells, but there's a whole little, like, very protective area that we can stay in. But the beach here is great. Tour boats are already showing up, so it's time for us to move. Also, it's going to be a little tricky because this guy is anchored right in the middle. There's a reef there and a reef there, so we do have a way out, but I guess he dropped the hook officially and he's on the other side of the reef. But for a while we were watching him and it did look like he was going to anchor right in the middle of the channel, right in the middle of the way out for us. Yeah, gonna have a nice peaceful sail, probably motor sail, but peaceful sail down to Spanish Wells, or over to Spanish Wells.
The reef is popping with people this morning, which is kind of nice because we know where the reef is without looking at the map.
We have 32 miles to do today. Right now we have 6 hours, but we're only going 4.5 knots under motor. We're waiting to get out of this coral head area, and once we get into deeper water out here, in about 20 minutes or so, we're gonna get the sails up and start sailing, because it's going to be a nice little beam reach down to the Spanish Wells area. And this is going to be our anchorage tonight, Royal Island Harbor, where there's like a failed resort or something like that down there. So yeah, just avoiding coral heads, which are all over the place, and then we're going to get the sails up and start sailing. We might. The wind looks pretty good. Right now it's 10 knots or so, and the apparent is about 14. So it looks like we actually might be able to fully sail today, but we'll see. Got ourselves a good old-fashioned drag race. We're 20 minutes from the anchorage. That guy also looks like he's going there. It looks like it's not full, but there's a lot of boats, so we got to get there before him to get a good spot. Because last night there was a catamaran right in the middle of everything and really screwed it up for everyone that was kind of trying to anchor, because he like literally anchored in the middle instead of going to one side, so there wasn't a great anchorage for everyone who came up. But here we go.
We asked the sailboat where they were going, and they said they were going to enter over there, and then they just cut right in front of us. We're getting close to that rock. There's Colin's friends.
They're still there. They look like they're posted up for a while. They got all the window shades on. The reason that we have chosen this anchorage is that in a couple of days, well, tomorrow actually now, we're looking at this 18 to 20 knot blow that's going to be coming through. And if you really look at this area, a little bit behind this island, but it's also super shallow, but there's not a lot of protection, and we are currently anchored here in the corner. So we're gonna have some pretty good protection from this wind, and we don't want to be out in the open in this. So we're kind of just hanging out, getting some work done, doing laundry, stuff like that, and just waiting for this blow to go before we move down to, or over to Spanish Wells. And Gunpoint Key is where we're going to be anchoring, our Gunpoint anchorage, and then going into Spanish Wells. We're going to take the dinghy out, go see if we can't find anything. There is a bunch of sea turtles that have been coming by the boat in this anchorage, so that's kind of cool. But we're going to go see if we can't find some other stuff that's not privately owned. Come along. We are going to make the best of this so-so anchorage and take the dinghy out and go explore. I think there's a small beach on the other side down that way. You can see a couple people swimming off the back of this monohull, but I don't have too many high hopes for a beach, but we're gonna go see if we can't find one. No beach yet. All coral. All coral. Very sharp coral. Still no beach. Looks like we're coming up to a ton of mangroves up here. Just like here. So hopefully they've been here long enough that they've collected enough sand. You can start to see where they collect the sand underneath. So hopefully around this corner they've collected enough sand to have a little beach. Because what we're seeing so far is like still this coral. Looks nice, but it's all coral, and it's very sharp, very, very sharp. Oh, old coral. And we don't want to pop the dinghy. Well, it might not be a beach, but it's walkable sand. Come on, Nate. And Navy loves her water. The kitchen is finished. Ta-da! It looks so much better. Stove actually works. We have spices, utensils, baby storage area. The knives have a spot. Everything we get to every day has a spot. Endless storage under there. It is a bottomless pit, but it is way better than the old one. Looks way newer, way more modern, and we are loving it. This handrail was like, I think we said was kind of a surprise. We weren't exactly expecting it to look this good. It came out amazing. So we are in love. We have our regular water, filtered water, and then salt water. So we don't go through all of our fresh water, and it's just made being on the boat so much freaking better because it makes it usable. And we want to actually wash dishes and stuff like that versus struggling with the small sinks before. And we got the little touches, like the wireless pop-up charger with 4 plugs. There is one on the back. It's so much better. So yeah, that's it for the kitchen, and we love it. Good morning. Our time in Royal Harbor. Is this Royal Harbor?
Yes.
Yeah, Royal Island Harbor is coming to an end. But before we leave this afternoon for another anchorage, Meeks Patch, we're headed to this afternoon. We want to go explore the ruins of the failed resort that are here. We told that it's a pretty nice little hike, and that also there were old sea turtle traps or trapping that they used to do way back in the day on the other side of this island, which overlooks Chandler's Island, which Mr. Beast bought in 2020. I don't think he still owns it, but he did a bunch of videos there. So family's all wrapped up, ready to go. Dogs are sitting this one out because the approach is a little sketchy. We'll see if it's safe for them, but we're gonna head basically to this old pier that's over there. Also looks like it's very low tide.
Yeah, it's dead low tide.
It's dead low at 1. So it's not good morning anymore. I don't even know what time of the day it is. It's not my best work, but it'll do. Maniac is over there. We're here at what used to be the pier. Kind of a horrible spot because the winds normally come out of the south and you're just getting bashed all day by the waves. But Ashley is already off trying to explore without me. Yeah, hopefully. Ooh, a hydrofoil. Might take that for the outboard. Anyone know what these plants are called? I see them everywhere. I want them because they're kind of cool. Ooh, our first building. We are definitely not the first people here. There is a defined path into these buildings, which makes us feel a little better that something's not necessarily gonna, like, that we're not in a place we shouldn't be, because the rest of the island is private. They have signs everywhere except for this part. But also kind of cool. Still feels like you haven't, still feels like you're discovering it. Like there's not really graffiti everywhere like you see on a lot of what I was saying before. Either that bat or butterfly flew right into my face. There's not a ton of graffiti. There is some graffiti, but it's from like 1991, which is kind of cool. Really old graffiti, but
Which feels old enough to experience. I
yeah,
think you would love it. There's a lot of hard hats here.
I noticed that. Yeah, they're like hard hats all over the place. Look at the roots. Let's see, 91, January 2nd, 91. Oh, is this an old pillbox? Was this a fort or something? We don't know anything about these ruins. Ash,
Is it butterflies or is it bats? I can't tell.
where did that come from?
That way? What's over there?
There's nothing over here.
That thing was huge.
They're either butterflies or bats that are attacking us. But look at this. Look at the. I am. I'm right here. I mean, there clearly was a second floor. There's graffiti that's up there. Again, 1991. 87. I guess the graffiti makes sense because people aren't necessarily bringing spray paint with them on a boat. And we're not near
Anything else?
anything except for Spanish Wells, so I highly doubt the residents are coming out here to vandalize.
Still got tile. Well, that's like a tile like back to this.
Well, this is tile.
Yes, it is
big-ass butterfly.
They're big-ass butterflies? Oh, look, they're on the wall over
Yeah.
there. We thought these were bats. Maybe they're moths. They're in the...
That floor is barely holding on. Jesus.
Oh, there's a bathtub. Look at that tile. That's a nice tile. Carrier.
Look at that concrete bath.
Oh, look at the sink over here. You have the bath, and then the sink over here. Look, what was this place?
This was probably the warmest room on the island.
Love the tile. It looks like it's painted. Okay. You want to?
Yeah.
Colin's gonna go check on the boat.
Again, not my finest work, but if it's fine, I won't worry at this because we've been up here probably 20 minutes at this point. I don't want to lose our dinghy. It is our only way of getting to shore. God, look at this view though. There's one of those moths. I mean, imagine it not being overgrown. This would have been a heck of a view for whatever this building used to be. Did a little bit of readjusting. Dinghy looks good. It's getting, the rub rail is getting scratched a little bit, but that's what it's for. So, on to continue exploring.
There are snakes in the Bahamas. I posted that online and I keep seeing snakes everywhere. And someone was like, I never see snakes in the Bahamas. How are you seeing so many snakes? I swear every time we go out we see snakes.
We've seen so many snakes.
I did look up, none of them are venomous. So that makes me feel a little bit better, but I still don't like them.
God, so much plastic trash. This is like the most trash we've seen in a while that hasn't been a major city that gets cleaned up. This is the backside of this random island. Oh, that's what he was saying. Okay, so this, I think this is where they used to capture turtles in this little bay, but someone was saying this is where they used to do a turtle, like they catch turtles to eat them and stuff.
Tiger shark. Or bull.
It's an interesting spot. Hey, there's Chandler's Island. I don't know if Mr. Beast still owns it, but he did at one point. Too busy looking at the sharks. I didn't see this front. It looks like it's going that way though, although it's pretty long. It starts all the way over there. So I'm gonna check the radar and their predictions and see if we need to get moving. Just looked up the weather. There's a cold front moving in this afternoon, which would explain these rain clouds. There's some more rain that way. It doesn't look very severe, but there is a cold front coming. And there's our little shark. We are finishing up here at the abandoned buildings at Royal Island, Anchorage. Definitely come here for going up these. Definitely, stabbed. Come here for safe harbor if you need it, but don't go out of your way to come to the ruins. It's cool, it's an old building, but it's not like worth going way out of your way to come see this place. It's like, if you're in the area, come and see it, but don't make a day trip out of it, because we've been here for maybe 2 hours and we saw everything, including going to the water, and that's all the time you need. Really cool though. Now I gotta get down here back to Ashley and back to the boat, because we're gonna get ready to move to an actual beach. I'm getting stabbed from all directions by wood and sticks, and these things keep throwing me off because they look like snakes, but really pretty. If this was a resort, really cool, but then again, don't know why they have like a machine gun pillbox thing. So we're gonna go back to the boat, look this place up, and see what it actually was.
That was a huge beast.
What was it?
A big ass
snake.
You see it?
Where?
On that wall?
On the wall?
Right there.
Oh shit, look at that guy. Oh, he's big.
The boa.
Look at him, there he is. Oh, there's 2 of them.
Where's the other?
There's another one back there. Yeah, he's time to go. I don't mind danger noodles, but I don't want interactions with them. But that guy.
They're coming out. They're coming out of the woodwork. You see them going up the tree?
Yeah, that's a big snake. That's a eat Felix kind of snake. So we're not going to do that. Peace. Back down our stairs.
Pick them up for you.
No.
Take them back to the boat.
Again, don't mind danger noodles, but I don't want to interact with them. So they can stay and have their resort or whatever this place used to be.
Are you leaving me?
I'm leaving Ashley behind. Oh, look, a flagpole. That's kind of cool.
Did we just like walk past them the whole time and not see them?
I feel like we woke them up. Or it was a husband and wife and they're on vacation too. But yeah, look, I mean, cool walls and stuff. Goes both ways. Yeah, curious what this place used to be. Also, this hydrofoil, I'm grabbing it. I'm gonna see if it fits on the dinghy, because I have one on our other little motorboat and it works really well. So we'll see. They really are coming out of the woodwork. Time to leave. Look, our dinghy's right here. They're coming for us. We're gone. We're gone. I'm gone. There's too many snakes.
They're not in the dinghy.
I don't know, but we do have this front coming in, so we're gonna make it back to the boat. If you come here at low tide, it's very shallow and all rocks. So we're gonna go back to the boat, wait for this little cold front to go by, and then we're gonna switch anchorages.